But let's shift focus now away from the stock markets. Let's talk about the commodity segment. Manisha joins us as always. Manisha, what's going on there?
Oh, plenty. Don't even get me started because almost everything in the commodity market is trading on the weaker side, and we're dressed like that as we've been.
We are standing with you in solidarity, or rather falling with you in solidarity.
Thank you so much. Can do without that. But the crude oil prices, and yes, we have seen the prices continue to decline today yet again, and 0.5% down is how we are trading in the European markets. Remember, yesterday was a slightly better day, but we were reacting to the US weekly inventories, where we've seen a build-up in crude, but a decline in inventories for gasoline and diesel, and that was supportive. But now, yet again, the markets are choosing to look at the supplies way, which are on the higher side from OPEC and the non-OPEC producers as well, and there is a bit of a concern on demand. It all hinges on the OPEC 6th meeting, where there is an output policy decision for 2019, and markets would want to keep an eye on that. Apart from that, it also is going to be about the G20 meeting by the end of this month, where the US president would be meeting the president of China, Russia, and the Saudi Arab crown prince as well. The all trade tension concerns, which have led to demand concerns in the global markets, is primarily because of what US and China have been doing in sense of warring on trade tariffs there. So if there's anything that positive that comes out from there, is something that could be supportive. Otherwise, the 10% tariff that is on the Chinese goods turns into 25% tariff from 1st of Jan 2019, and that clearly is not such a good news. So that's yet another event that the markets would keep an eye on. In the meanwhile, as I said, it isn't much of a euphoria in the commodity prices. You have seen decline in the crude prices. It also is a decline that continues in the industrial metal space as well right now.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Manisha, for getting us a roundup of all the commodity market action. Back to equities now, and of course, IT companies have been in focus. There's a bit of a rebound pretty much throughout the sector today. So as we take this break, let's hear out what Rostov Ravnan, MD and CEO of Mindtree, had to say about the demand outlook. He's sounding extremely optimistic on at least his company's growth going forward.
Even at the worst case scenario, assuming that I'm completely flat in Q3 and Q4 as a sort of, like I said, the absolute worst case scenario, Mindtree will still grow 14-15% this year. Compared to the industry as a whole, which is expected to grow 7 to 9% this year, based on the most recent NASSCOM estimates. Right, in Q2, we had a 2% constant currency growth. So that means we're expecting Q3 to be also in the similar range.
Okay, let's just quickly head across to New Delhi right now, where the finance minister is briefing the media about the cabinet meeting today.
आज मंत्रिपरिषद की मीटिंग थी, जिसमें जो प्रमुख निर्णय लिए गए मैं आपको बता देता हूं, और उसके अलावा जो बाद में आपको हैंडआउट मिल जाएगा, जो अन्य निर्णय हैं आपको उसमें से मिल जाएंगे। एक प्रमुख निर्णय लिया गया कि वर्ष 2019 श्री गुरु नानक देव जी का 550वां वर्ष है, और गृह मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह जी के नेतृत्व में एक कमेटी वर्क कर रही थी, जिसने व्यापक कंसल्टेशंस किए, और उसके सुझाव के तहत कैबिनेट ने इस वर्ष के संबंध में इसको सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए देश में और विश्व भर में एक बहुत बड़े व्यापक तरीके से इसका सेलिब्रेशन हो, कुछ निर्णय लिए हैं। गुरु नानक देव जी ने करतारपुर साहब में अपने जीवन के 18 वर्ष लगाए थे, और ये भारत की सीमा से कुछ किलोमीटर पड़ोस की सीमा में है। यहां बहुत पिलग्रिम्स आते हैं, और भारत की सीमा पर खड़े होकर वहां दर्शन करने की अभी सुविधा है।
Okay, let's just get you some more mid-cap action. Walkart, for instance, is a stock on the move. It is soaring away as we speak, 2% days high, big buying. We know that yesterday one of their drugs sort of got the approval, and that has been sort of creating some buzz around that counter. So that's one stock that's on the move. Motherson Sumi can be counted in as well. 3% of an up move on Motherson Sumi. So mid-cap market, don't go by the index value. Look at the individual action and you'll find interesting movers and shakers out there as well. On that note, we have to take your leave on halftime report, but we will leave you with some market opinion. We caught up with Rajat Rajgaria of Motilal Oswal in the morning. Here's his take on the market.
I think you will see the upsides right now being capped till the time you see the state election results coming on December 11th. This quarter, we had a top line growth and many people were cheering that number. I think that was not a great number to look at because a very large part of that 25% top line growth that you saw was not contributed by volumes. It was contributed by price inflation or cost inflation which did not let companies give any kind of pricing power. That's why the EBITDA growth was half of the top line growth. This year, during this period, we have suddenly seen this entire NBFC and the big oil price surge, which has come and impacted the numbers. The only earnings recovery that you are going to see is basically going to see from cost coming down as you've seen currency stabilizing and global commodities correcting. But from an earnings point of view, right now we are at sub 4% corporate profit to GDP. This is as low as I can draw for the last 15 years. Right, and many of the sectors are actually making negative contribution to the earnings pie right now.